In life, the more cultivated a person is, the less they speak. This isn't because they lack knowledge, but because they understand a profound truth. Not everything you know should be said, and not everything you hear should be believed. These wise individuals have learned the art of restraint, recognizing that true power often lies in silence. Consider the majestic eagle soaring high above the earth. From its lofty perch, it sees everything: the winding rivers, the dense forests, and the unsuspecting prey below. Yet, does this magnificent bird cry out constantly, announcing its presence to the world? No, it remains silent, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And when it does, its aim is true, never missing its target. This behavior of the eagle teaches us a valuable lesson about wisdom. It's not about flaunting everything you know or possess. True power resides in restraint, in knowing when to hold back and when to act. Sometimes, a moment of silence carries more weight and impact than 1,000 words spoken in haste. Imagine a young deer in the forest, naive and inexperienced. It believes every rustle of leaves, every whisper of the wind, signals safety. This misplaced trust, this inability to discern true danger from harmless sounds, will one day lead it straight into the jaws of a predator. The deer's fate serves as a stark reminder of the perils of unquestioning belief. Human words are much like the sounds in that forest. They can be as sweet as honey, lulling us into a false sense of security, or they can be as sharp as a blade, cutting deep and leaving lasting wounds. If we believe everything we hear without question, without a hint of skepticism, we leave ourselves vulnerable. We risk being misled, deceived, and even manipulated by those who would use our trust against us. But true wisdom isn't about doubting everything and everyone. It's about maintaining just enough skepticism to stay alert, to keep our minds sharp and our judgment clear. It's about finding that delicate balance between trust and caution, between openness and self-protection. Silence, when employed at the right moment, is a form of strength. It shows self-control, patience, and a deep understanding of the situation at hand. Thinking before reacting, taking a moment to process information before responding. That is the mark of true cultivation. And not giving away all of your thoughts, feelings, and intentions at once. That's self-preservation in its purest form. Consider the crocodile, a creature that has survived for millions of years. It never shows its vulnerable belly on the surface of the water. Similarly, the wise never expose all their secrets, all their knowledge, or all their intentions to the world. They keep some things hidden, protected, ready to be used when the time is right. We live in an age where people often talk more than they think, and hear more than they truly understand. In this cacophony of voices and opinions, those who maintain their silence, who approach information with caution, and who strive for clarity of thought, are the ones who endure. They are the ones who navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. Among the chaos of humanity, it would be naive to expect everyone to be kind or sincere. Those who truly understand the nature of life and human interactions always keep a part of themselves in reserve. They maintain a pocket of silence within, a space where they can retreat and reflect. And they nurture a healthy dose of doubt, not as a barrier to connection, but as a filter for truth. This approach to life, speaking less, listening more carefully, and maintaining a balance of openness and skepticism, is not about isolation or mistrust. It's about engaging with the world in a more meaningful, intentional way. It's about valuing the quality of our interactions over their quantity. When we speak less, we create space for others to express themselves. We learn more, understand deeper, and connect more authentically. By not rushing to fill every silence with our own words, we allow for moments of reflection, both for ourselves and for those around us. And when we listen differently, with intention, with discernment, we begin to hear what's not being said. We pick up on subtleties, on the nuances of tone and body language that often convey more than words ever could. This kind of listening is an act of respect, both for ourselves and for others. The power of silence extends beyond personal interactions. In a world that's constantly buzzing with information, opinions, and noise, the ability to find and maintain inner quiet becomes increasingly valuable. It's in these moments of silence that we often find our greatest insights, our most creative ideas, and our deepest sense of self. Moreover, by not immediately reacting to every stimulus, by taking the time to process and reflect, we make space for more thoughtful, considered responses. This approach can lead to better decision-making, more meaningful relationships, and a greater sense of peace and contentment in our lives. It's important to note that embracing silence and cultivating discernment doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. On the contrary, it often leads to warmer, more genuine connections. When we speak, our words carry more weight because they're chosen carefully. When we listen, people feel truly heard because our attention is undivided. In practice, this might mean pausing before responding to a provocative comment. It might mean sitting with a difficult emotion, rather than immediately acting on it. It could involve asking thoughtful questions, instead of offering immediate advice. Or it might simply mean enjoying a moment of shared silence with a loved one, recognizing that not every space needs to be filled with words. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let's remember the wisdom of those who have come before us. Let's value the power of silence, the strength in restraint, and the importance of discerning listening. In doing so, we not only protect ourselves from unnecessary harm, but also open ourselves up to deeper understanding and more meaningful connections. In a world that often seems to value noise over substance, choosing silence can be a radical act. It's a declaration of independence from the constant chatter, a reclaiming of our inner space. It's a choice to engage with life on our own terms, to respond rather than react, to listen with intention rather than simply hearing. So, as you go about your day, consider the eagle, the deer, the crocodile. Remember the lessons they teach us about silence, caution, and wisdom. In the midst of life's chaos, create your own moments of quiet. Speak less, listen more deeply, and approach the world with a balance of openness and healthy skepticism. In doing so, you may find that you not only navigate life more successfully, but also experience it more fully and authentically. If this message resonates with you, if you find value in these reflections on the power of silence and discerning listening, don't keep it to yourself. Share this wisdom with others who might benefit from it. And if you'd like to explore more insights like these, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Together, we can cultivate a community of thoughtful, discerning individuals, ready to face life's challenges with wisdom and grace.